Hi guys, welcome back. So Wales do beat Georgia 18-0. So, they restrict Georgia to no points at all. But, it's not a big winning score. There's no bonus point. It certainly won't maybe detract from the pressure that's on them in the media. But it is a win, and it was in very greasy, difficult conditions. Anyway, let's have a look at the game. The Welsh scrum, probably the main good point of the game for them. The first scrum they absolutely smash Georgia. Don't actually get a penalty for it, but then they do from scrum 2 and 3, and then later in the game they get some more scrum penalties. So, really, really good. And let's make the statement now. Georgia scrum is not what it was. And if they don't have scrum dominance, they really don't have a chance against Tier 1. So that's what they've got to go back and have a look at. Georgia fought hard, defended hard, had some good moments in attack, but without that scrum and breakdown dominance, a really dominant maul, they're just not going to beat any big sides. So that's a bit of a, hard pill to swallow for them, but, it's the truth, and it's good for them to learn it, really, if that is the lesson of this tournament. Sheedy gets a penalty 3-0, and then the story of the first half is loads of Wales attack without much joy, but eventually 25 minutes in the inevitable happens. Good try for Zammit, nice skip pass from Sheedy, Zammit goes in. Zammit looks impressive all game, couple of good runs. Be nice to see him on a nice dry day with the ball zipping about a bit quicker. Anyway, Georgia did get some good penetrating in attack. They had some mauls 10 metres out. They had some penalties, but good disruption from the Wales pack. Ball and Davis disrupting. Wales got some good turnovers whenever Georgia had their few dangerous moments, or they smashed a scrum or whatever it was. And Georgia had to take all those opportunities, and they just didn't. They had a shot at goal just before half time, about 40 metres out, but didn't get near it. So they go in 10-0 down at half time. Wales are comfortable, if uninspiring, but it's a tricky day. So what do you do? Second half of the Wales started really well. They won a penalty very quickly, but a nasty curling kick from Sheedy. He does curl his kicks, which does reduce your accuracy because you have to account for the curl, and then if you curl it a bit too much, then you definitely miss it. It's always better to have a straight kick if you can, like, halfpenny, for example, for accuracy. So something to bear in mind. But, Wyn Jones and Lee just continue to absolutely smash the Georgian scrum, and eventually that leads to another penalty, 13-0. And then we just go into a period where not a huge amount happens. Nice breakdown, the left, but Tipuric knocks the ball on because he's knocked out by the Georgian 7. A forearm to the head, accidental probably, so it's yellow. But that doesn't help. But still, Georgia fight on manfully. I thought Rhys Webb looked good coming on, sniping. As I always select him to start. I'm pretty sure I'm going to select him to start against England, and that's going to be an interesting selection for sure. And Georgia did do some nice, good attack, but as soon as they get a scrum, they get smashed. When Leon Brown came straight on, the first thing he did was demolish a scrum. And it's hard for Georgia, but they are not the scrummaging team they used to be against Tier 1. Maybe they can dominate against Tier 2, but not Tier 1. They're going to have to go and sort that out, like I said. Anyway, Wales dominating the breakdown. Some decent stuff from Wales. Actually, the ball squirts around a bit, and both of them goes down the wing. Big and physical, both of them, but a sprinter he probably isn't, and runs through treacle and actually gives away the penalty end. So a bit unlucky. If it was Tipuric down that wing, maybe slightly different. Some decent attack from Georgia. Can't make anything stick. And then finally Wales get some more reward for their dominance of the game. Webb, I think, initiated a really good attack. Nice hands down the left, back inside to Webb. Good try, and that's the game, 18-0. No bonus point. Very wet, but they're never in trouble. Strong scrum, decent breakdown, but they're going to have to step up a huge amount versus England. England came into a fair bit of criticism for not beating Georgia by more the other week. But in my report, I thought they'd actually done a really good number on them, and I think this game kind of proves that actually that was a pretty decent performance, because they are hard to play against. But 18-0 against Georgia still isn't the greatest score. Selection against England is going to be fascinating. I'm going to have a good think about it and come back to you with my selection. You guys can let me know already how you think it should go. But, you know, sure, Wales haven't been great in this tournament so far, but a win against England would turn everything around for sure. At the moment, it's not looking like it, but let's see. You know, they did empty the squad here, did do a lot of rotation, so I don't really know what to think of this game. But let me know what you think, who looked good, who didn't, and your selections for England, I think. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you next time.